brother. Because of how he is an author. So today we are here to help and to witness this stage that our brother has reached as he officially launches what his little gift to the world, something to propel us to think outside of our comfort zones. Sometimes we may think that we are so minute, we are so young, we are so little that there's nothing we can do. But there's a certain phrase I like so much: brighten the corner where you are. You don't need a world stage, you need a corner to brighten. Little Giants, we are here to launch this book and to confer on our brother, the title author as well. And so on this note, we all welcome ourselves to this launching of a book by our friend Andor, which is titled Little Giants. And at the right time, we will expose us to the contents of the book and what it entails for us. So I humbly welcome all of us. Make yourself comfortable, enjoy the stay. You won't take too much of your time. But above all, just as I started, let's continue to mask up to relate here. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Dr. Abuachi. It is a typical thing in Ghana that when people identify your talent, they advise you to pursue it. So a lot of people, when they see that you're able to write, they advise you to write a book. Oh, write a book. When it's time for the launch, we will come and support you. Write a book. They always tell you to write a book until you write it. And then it's time for them to come and support you. And then when you text them that, please, the launch is today, they'll say Vim, Vim, Vim. They'll just reply with Vim. But today, we are all here to support Pastor. Please, a round of applause for yourselves for turning up. We believe there are a lot of other people on their way, and that with due time, we would have a full auditorium. We would like to listen to one number from Music Tears, and then we'll carry on with the program. Yes, we can do it better for them. Please give it up for music tears. Yes, you can see their number there. In fact, it goes to emphasize the title of the book we are about to launch, Little Giants. Literally or literature wisely, I don't know if I'm putting it right, it's an oxymoron, right? When you put two contrasting words together, little and giants, like a deafening silence, little giants, those words actually tell you something new you are not always privy to. And so a round of applause once again for Music Tears, our little giants in music, for gracing us with some melodious tunes. We would like to introduce the chairperson for this program, as we do for a lot of important programs like this. We need one person to steer us in the right direction as the program goes on. And to do this, I would like to welcome my sister, Margaret Boima, to introduce the chairperson for us. Margaret, join me here. A round of applause for her as she comes. Yes, as she comes to help us know who is chairing our program this afternoon. And like Dr. Abuachi told us, please ensure that your nose mask is on the right way. Some put it on their foreheads, some on their eyes when they want to sleep at church. Let's put them where they are supposed to be. Thank you very much. It's your mic.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen gathered here this afternoon, I am much honored to be called upon to introduce the chairperson for this special occasion. First and foremost, for every program to be successful, it is important for us to invite the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords to come take his seat. Although we are not seeing him in person, it will be most appropriate for us to give him a round of applause to invite our Creator to come take his seat first. Without him, I don't think this program would have been possible. We drove from our various homes, some worked here. It is all by his grace and his mercy. After inviting him, it is important also for us to get somebody in the human realm to represent and grace this occasion. So the team or organizers of this program did a thorough search, and by the grace of God, we fell on one prominent academician who loves to educate, and his field of studies is the Bible. This person I'm talking about is an associate professor of the Old Testament and Biblical Studies. Before his retirement from active service, he was a lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, my alma mater, and I believe most of us here too it is, where he taught at the Department of Religion and Human Values, and was at the same time the Dean of Students for the institution. He has trained lots and lots of Bible scholars, including the man who has brought us gathered here this afternoon. Currently, although retired, he is the head of the theology department at the Heritage Christian University College. Also, he is the editor for the Old Testament of the Bible Society of Ghana's Study Bible. I believe we are all ready to know who this person is. And so, with a round of applause, let's welcome the chairperson for today's occasion, who is in the person of Reverend Professor Benjamin Abochi.
Let's put our hands together for Reverend Professor Benjamin Abochi. Yes. If you have been to UCC, you know this name so well. Put your hands together for Reverend Professor Benjamin Abochi, our chairperson for the program.
Thank you so much for those kind words. In the early 2000s, I had gotten myself some position that I was enjoying as the secretary of the Ghana Society of Biblical Exegetes. It's just biblical interpreters, but we just want it to be sounding very big. So, Ghana Association of Biblical Exegetes. And we were holding conferences from place to place. And we once went to Kumasi. Schools had gathered, lecturers and their assistants had gathered. And I saw this young man. In fact, he was little, but I could see a giant in him. Dressed fully in suits. And the older ones who were in, some of these mufti were wondering where these young people came from. Then I realized he was a teaching assistant. Hey. I said, he has a long way to go. Then I asked, since we are biblical exegetes, then it means he must be interested in the Bible. And I found out he had done his first degree. So I talked with him. And I said, oh, you can do a master's at UCC. And it is the best place to do the master's. So somehow he put in the application. We interviewed him and it was good. Then when he came on board, I was asked to supervise his Master of Philosophy degree program. So he did a thesis under my supervision. And we realized that he wasn't satisfied. Because he realized that there's so much in the Bible, that part where Jesus himself read. He wanted to be like Jesus. He wanted to read what Jesus read. So he came back and did his Doctor of Theology, Doctor of Philosophy in Biblical Studies, Old Testament. I've been in touch with him. I've been in touch with his entire family. And as my assistant editor for the Old Testament section of the Ghana Bible, Study Bible, we were meeting. And the last meeting we held, he brought a nice book. I could see, Little Giant. And when I turned the back, oh, here is it. It's wonderful. So, if somebody I saw, a young little man, but who was a giant within, and I encouraged him, and I was made to supervise his work, both the Master of Philosophy and Doctor of Philosophy. And today, he's making me proud because I'm here because of him, but he can't be here without me. So he's making me proud, and he's asked me to be the chairperson for this program. I cannot refuse. So I support and I accept to chair this function. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Prof, for accepting. Now that he has accepted to steer the program, I'll invite Margaret here again for the next round of introductions to be done. And so I'll still welcome you all to our launch of the book Little Giants. For viewers at home, you're all welcome. When it's time to auction it, don't forget we put out the Momo numbers. So presence is not absence. Sorry, absence is not, well, you get me, right? You get me. So Margaret will do the next round of introductions and then we'll move on.
For our guest of honor, we had one man who is an elder in the Seventh-day Adventist Church and fellowships at Kaswa. He holds a PhD in construction project management and is the project manager for one of Ghana's busiest roads that we are having an interchange on, which is the Pokuase interchange. He's married with 2 kids, and he actually came with a wife today to grace occasion. And he is in the person of Elder Dr. Richard Boydi. Please give us a wave